Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome to the PB&K show. We've missed you. We've taken about a 24-hour hiatus from reviewing, so we've missed you guys. We're getting ready to do a level.
Absolutely. This is a level that's very different from all the others we've done so far.
Yeah, we always find there's a myriad of different levels.
This one's a horror-themed level. It's called Dead Ocean by Freddy-Krugerfred.
That's right. So, with a name like Freddy Krueger, you can imagine it did give us the creeps a little bit. With the that's right, with the zombies. So, we'll go ahead and review it.
All right, let's get to it then. All right, so we're back to the helicopter.
And I'm eating a pickle.
I'm going to take a look at the changes that were made.
Alright, so there were some changes that need to be made when we ran through this, and I'm just going to say that so I feel impartial when we do the review. I'm just hoping the review, everything was changed, so we can play this with ease.
Okay, here's the first change. There's actually blue gas there at the water.
Ooh, fail.
Not sure that he necessarily needed to get rid of the blue glass there, but, well, actually it is there. I just can't see it very well. So that's good. So you don't get stuck and have to self-destruct.
Bubbles. I don't remember those, do you?
Yep. We're in still our bubbles. There's the portal.
Alright, here we are.
Back in the bunks. Let's see here. Okay, been bitten by jellyfish.
Or a zombie. Zombie ... jellyfish. One minor teensy-weensy complaint is I really don't like when things aren't capitalized. I mean, it's probably more of a personal preference, but it's easier to read.
Yeah, the whole grammar thing.
Now,
this zombie is the only one that dies when you tap the thing on. So.
I begged for them to make noises, and I'm so glad that they now do make noises.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge improvement.
They're zombies. Zombies are supposed to be obnoxious and loud, so I think that was done very well.
Now, the water switch is gone, and instead, apparently the creator couldn't figure out how to make it work. So we just got this little block to stand on instead.
Which is okay.
It works. It gets us through, so...
I mean, I don't want to sound like totally negative, but it would be cool to see how the creator would get that to work where the water is filling up.
Right.
Without, I don't know. I guess I just feel like it would be really cool to see.
It was a neat idea that wasn't working. Would have been nice if, rather than scrapping it, would have tried some other way to make it work. But, you know, some ideas, they don't work, and maybe that was just one of them that was impossible.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're not here to judge, because I'm telling you, we've had some concepts that have been...
brilliant, except they don't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get you out of
Here's
here.
another portal. Now, I'm doing this review and eating at the same time, so my jumping skills aren't so positive. One minor complaint I had was that it's kind of hard to see behind the bars, but I seem to be having an easier time of it now. Fail. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of something to add to the challenge of it, honestly.
Yeah, it's not, but it's not something I particularly like.
Right.
But, it's not so hard that you can't do it. It's been done by both of us before.
Definitely, like, a lot more bubbles have been put in, because I'm pretty sure these floating ones weren't there last time. So that's kind of nice.
One thing we've been talking about on our reviews is risk to reward ratio, and I think that that's a really nice one. I like this hamster wheel.
Like how they scream when you run them over.
Lots of arrows to tell us what to do. this is something that bothered us in the past.
Yeah, these guys have been fixed so that they don't get stuck there.
And that's nice, so thanks for fixing that. Down the stairs. Oh dear. There's some bonus stuff back there. We couldn't quite figure out how to get, if you look to the bottom left, when Kay comes back, you'll see there's some bubbles down there, and I couldn't
Those
quite...
are actually zombies.
Well, I see bubbles. I want to pop bubbles. So...
And finally, here's the big thing at the end that we found was very slow for multiple players, is the jet ski.
But was sped up as we requested.
Yes, definitely appreciate that.
I want speed and screaming zombies.
Woohoo!
So that worked well.
And here's where the points are at the end.
These bubbles are great. Alright, so let's head back to the studio and give it a rating.
Alrighty.
Alright, let's give that scary level a rating.
Yes, let's go ahead and see how we rated that level.
Alrighty. 3.
Woohoo! 3 stars.
So there were some improvements, like definitely. Last time it was sketchy. The creator did a pretty good job. I really would like to see a couple of things. More coordinated decor. I wasn't really a big fan of the zebra skin on the or the zebra pattern on the floaty swingy things. That made me sad. I like when it's a little bit more coordinated. There's some things that I don't want to say they look sloppy, but they weren't quite, they weren't quite symmetrical, or there were stairs with some odd chunks hanging out, and I really those are things that take fine-tuning and take time, and that's really important to me personally.
Well, definitely. Also think that definitely could have gotten another star if had gotten a couple of things to work, particularly that water flooding. Boy, that was a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
If there's some way that you could get that working, that would be great.
Yeah.
So,
You got a couple of days before our recap episode, so feel free to resubmit that. A couple of things are switched, and that means we'll be updating ratings, and possibly, if you've updated and get a 5, featuring you on our blog. So, cool.
absolutely. So,
Alright.
thanks, freddykrugerfred, for fixing the levels. Definitely enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Be sure to rate with the little red stars down there, and subscribe with the big yellow button. And sayonara until next time, guys. We'll see ya.
See ya.